Hi, this is Betty again. I'm back out in my garden. I was talking about in my previous video what to do about the weeds in my pathways. My phone decided it was too hot and wanted a vacation and quit. So I put it in the freezer and cooled it down. Now I can use it again. Anyway, in our pathways we've got a lot of weeds, so I was talking about perhaps rototilling. Everywhere I water, there is weeds coming up. So we have lots of issues in the garden with weeds. You can see some of that horrendous thistle peeking out from the black under the black plastic there. So that's an issue I'll have to figure out this year. If you have any ideas on how to control weeds in pathways besides rototilling, I've heard people put down wood chips. I'd have to bring in a whole lot. I have a lot of gravel, but gravel tends to be harder to walk on. We have other options. So here's some gravel I put here. Not really enough. We have plenty of rocks. But I don't know if I want to walk on it. Like I said, we have been screening our soil before I've been putting them in the garden beds because we have a lot of very large rocks. All these rocks I have alongside the black plastic are from the garden beds that we used to have. And we've screened them out, and I'm using them to hold down the black plastic. This is my pile of dirt that I have been in the process of screening. These are some of the things I've found. I obviously did not find this in the garden, but you can see some of the junk. We've got glass, we have toys, looks like some old piece of sock, a toy right here, one of my boys must have played with in the garden, an old comb. Anyway, all kinds of junk. But I really don't want to have glass in my new garden beds, so I'm glad I'm screening the soil to make it better for planting. We decided to screen the soil because I just needed better dirt than what we had with all that junk in it, and this is the setup I have. My husband made this screener right here, and so it's made to go on top of my wheelbarrow. And so I put it on top of the wheelbarrow, and I use a shovel and put a few shovelfuls of dirt on there, and then I screen it out. And I found out the other day that you need wind because this soil is so dry and hard, it creates huge clouds of dust. And we didn't have wind the other day, and so my husband brought a fan out, big large box fan out for me, and we created our own wind so I wouldn't get covered in so much dust. Anyway, our next garden bed will have beans in it, like I said, and I can't wait for these to come up and see how well they do. And we have lots of work to do in our garden. Anyway, if you have any suggestions on what you do to help with pests, let me know. And also what you do with your pathways, because these are a pain. We're going to dig some of this dirt out because obviously it's not level. We want to have some level pathways. I've been putting the screen dirt all along this fence line where we have our chickens. And you can see how much gravel that we've been able to screen out. Anyway, so next week we are going to go up to my aunt's house. She came down and saw what we had and talked to me about what she's doing in her yard.